Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you were one of 2 subscribers I had before. So I just wanted to post a video today to talk about music therapy, what it is, if you're considering a career in it, sort of the ins and outs of that, and recommend some resources for people who are interested in reading more about it or pursuing it, and the challenges that you might face in the field, all of that sort of thing. So I realized it's been a crazy long time since I posted a video. After the first 2 that I posted, I kind of felt a little bit uninspired. So I didn't want to post something else until I felt like I could be authentic and real about what I'm pursuing and what I'm passionate about. So I finally come to that place, and I just wanted to post this video today. So I'll start with just talking about a little bit about myself. My name is Alicia, for those who don't know me, and I am a music therapy student at Wilfrid Laurier University in Canada. So basically, my journey for music therapy started in my undergrad degree. I did my undergrad in music education because I thought I wanted to go to teachers college. Then about halfway through my undergrad, when I started volunteering in elementary schools with different music teachers, there was something that was just really missing for me. I was like, am I just gonna be a teacher in a classroom for the rest of my life? There was just something that wasn't connecting there, and I started to really lose my passion for education. And I think that there's amazing value in education, and there's some people who are super well suited for music education, but for me there was just an added component that I was missing. And I realized that the moments that I really loved about going to those schools was when the teachers would send me out in the hallway with a child who had special needs or was behind the class, and I would work with them on a passage of music, and just seeing the therapeutic value of music for them that was so different from everyone else in the rest of the class. That's when it clicked for me. I was like, this is what I need to be doing. I need to be using music to help people reach healthcare goals and to feel good about themselves and have an overall sense of well-being. So that's when I started shifting gears, and I had talked to a friend of mine who pursued a music therapy degree, and she had been telling me for years, you should really pursue this. This is something that you'd really excel in. And I kind of put it at the back burner because I was like, no, I'm going to be education focused. And then I pulled it to the forefront again when I realized that education wasn't going to be my focus anymore. So I looked into some master's programs, and I found the one at Laurier. And so about halfway through my undergrad, I started shifting gears and really starting to pursue music therapy. And then in my undergrad, I ended up taking an intro music therapy course at the university I went to, and I was sold. I was like, this is exactly what I want to be doing with my life. And I had always had sort of a passion for kids with special needs and using music for communication and all of that, and all the goals that could come from that. So then I started working at a music studio, and when I got there, I had expressed that I was going to be pursuing music therapy. So they started to give me all the students that other teachers were having difficulty with, and I was able to connect with these kids, and I really saw that value that they were having from music lessons. It was really like therapeutic music education. And that's when I was like, wow, there are so many more benefits, and music therapy is really where I need to be. So yeah, working with all those kids was kind of the final spark for me of this is what I need to be doing. So I applied to the Laurier program, and I got accepted. And it was probably one of the most difficult years of my life, the journey to getting accepted to that program, because I worked so hard and I really wanted it, and I ended up getting it. So I've been in the program since September 2017, so this is my first year in the program. And what I'm going to say is that it's been super challenging, because you are constantly being pushed. You are constantly being pushed to grow as a person and being challenged. And then when you start working with clients, you really have to make sure that you are, giving your all to what you're doing and really being invested. Because if you're not, it's going to show. And especially with a therapeutic profession where you're using music as a tool to help people, you really need to make sure that you are kind of in a good emotional state to be able to facilitate therapy sessions. So that's something I've been learning, is like making sure I'm keeping in check with myself, that I'm in a mentally healthy place to be able to help people. And the thing about this program is that because your profs are also all therapists, a lot of them have not only music therapy designations, but psychotherapy and talk therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy. A lot of them have like all the talk therapy designations as well. So they're constantly checking in with you, asking you how you're doing, how do you feel? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? How do you feel now? So it's a lot of bombarding. And if you're not being authentic, you're going to learn quickly that you're going to get burned out from constantly putting on a happy face if you're not happy. So I will say that it's a lot more personally challenging than I anticipated going into it, but I wouldn't trade it for the world because it's something that I absolutely love. In terms of getting into the program, I had grade 10 RCM on my main instrument, and then you need grade 6 piano, and then you should be able to sing and play guitar as well. They kind of say that, but you can also pick up those skills as you go through the program. But definitely have like a solid foundation to work with musically, and just have a heart that wants to work with people and see them grow using music and different music interventions. So that's what I'll say about that. If you guys have more specific questions about the application process and all of that for the program, then you can send them below and I'll try to answer as many as I can. Okay, so now on to resources. If you are interested in learning more about music therapy or music and the mind, how it affects our brain, this first book I'm going to recommend is called The Music Therapy Handbook. This is by Barbara Wheeler. This is a great, just all-around resource. This is kind of like a music therapy Bible. It has like a good, just resource for different models of music therapy, different interventions we use as music therapists. And then just the definition in general of what music therapy is. So there's that one. And then This Is Your Brain on Music is a great one, just all around learning about how music affects our brain when we play music, when we listen to music, when we tap our feet to rhythm, all of that sort of thing, what happens in our brain and why it's so important to just love music, because it really does help us. And that's something I will say till the day I die. Music helps us. So those are two resources that I'm going to recommend. And that is all I had to say about that. So I did want to say that if you have any other questions, just leave them down below. And whatever you want me to make a video about next, let me know. And so thanks for watching this really rambly long video, but I hope it was helpful for some of you who are maybe interested in music therapy. And I hope it helped to clear some misconceptions about music therapy program and what music therapy is in general. So have a wonderful week, everybody. Take care of yourself. Make time for yourself. It's really important. And bye.